Welcome to a TLDR counter guide for Sinestra, for anyone who wanted Heroic to be the superior difficulty. Sinestra is the real final boss of Bastion of Twilight and has 3 phases. During phase 1, the boss deals 40% less damage and starts at 60% health. Her aggro range is huge, so have a hunter or mage reset the boss to pre-position next to her rather than running in to maximize DPS, and during the fight if no one is in her range, she randomly curb stomps people. For healers, Flame Breath is raid-wide damage every 20 seconds, so try to heal it without CDs unless it gets spicy. Again for healers, Rack is a heavy ramping dot on someone that splits in 2 when dispelled, but resets the damage. The first target should keep it as long as possible, so use defensives and immunities to save healers grief. Spot heal anyone who has it, dispelling before it gets too hard, and hope you phase before a second one goes out. Twilight Slicer spawns 2 orbs that fixate 2 people, connecting with a laser and dealing damage around them, so kite them away from the raid until they despawn. Run together in a U shape away from, then back towards the raid, and everyone else move away from the orbs before they activate. And lastly, waves of whelps spawn that need to be picked up by an off tank, but don't kill them yet. When they die, they drop expanding pools that don't disappear, and if it touches another dead body, it reses them, so don't be that guy who fucks the pool for meters. Take the first wave or 2 to the eggs on either side of the boss to drop the pools out of the way. At 30% you start phase 2, so run to the orange shield at the back of the room to avoid being one-shot, and the tank on the adds should drag them to the back corner. During phase 2, melee stay at the back of the room to kill the adds, while range split into 2 groups each with a healer to kill the eggs on either side of the boss, and the remaining healers keep the friendly NPC alive so he can keep doing his Harry Potter beam, because if he dies, it'll wipe the raid. First, kill the whelps in one spot in the corner of the room to drop the pools, then kill the ones that respawn away from the purple shit. The revived whelps don't drop pools, so just kill them anywhere else. Drakes and spike callers need to be picked up by a tank, and the Drake has a frontal, so face it away. Focus the spike caller and interrupt unleash essence with things like gouge and scattershot, but don't stun or CC it or it'll fuck you up. And don't drag the Drake over the pools or it'll fuck you up too. Meanwhile, Rain should move to the eggs and attack the boss to drain her mana until she removes the egg shields. When she does, you've got 30 seconds to try and kill them or you'll make phase 2 way too long, so save some DPS cooldowns if you have to. Once both eggs are dead, you start phase 3 where she gets full health and now does full damage. Clean up the remaining adds during the transition and get ready to repeat phase 1 but with everything doing way more damage. At the start of the phase, the raid gets a massive haste buff and 5% mana every second for 3 minutes as a thank you for saving the NPC. Stack Lust on top of this and blast the boss as much as you can while you have it, because you'll be struggling when you lose it. The orbs, the raid-wide damage, and the rack debuff are all the same but do way more damage, so deal with them the same as you did in phase 1. Have a tank pick up the whelps and AoE them down until low, then have a DPS kill each one far away from each other to get rid of them. Kill them near the back and sides of the room as the pools just keep on growing, so drop them close to the pools without making them respawn, and try to leave the middle clear for the orb runners. When the haste buff eventually drops, rotate healer CDs to keep everyone alive while you struggle through the last few percent to get your kill before the room fills with ooze. And that's it for Sinestra. Congrats on your kill, hopefully. Probably one of the more interesting classic fights so far and a challenging end to the raid. Now it's on to the rest of them. Like and subscribe if you found these useful. I'll catch you in the next one.